Hi, my name is Ashley Cohn, and this is
Tiernan Rice.
and we are your Heart of Glass podcast team. We are sitting here at the lovely Toledo Spirits, and they are our drink sponsor, and we wanted to sit down together today to, one, introduce ourselves and tell you about our background, but also to just kind of briefly go over why we wanted to do this in the first place. So Tiernan, tell me about yourself. Tiernan is our videographer and post-production and my co-partner in all of this. So
My background is obviously in video. Ashley and I actually met because I'm shooting her wedding this fall.
Yes.
Both photography and video, and Tyler is there behind the camera he's gonna be doing video for him. But I've been doing video production since I was like 12 years old, honestly. I just picked up a camera and I never set it down. And when you reached out to me about this project, it just sounded so exciting and so new and fresh and just raw that I had to be a part of it.
I love it. Yeah, so like you said, I saw your work and was so excited about it, and that's why we contacted you for our wedding. And I've been sitting on this idea to do this podcast for a few years, but quite honestly just didn't really have the self-confidence to pull the trigger and get going with it. And the whole reason that I wanted to start this in the first place is I really, really love to get to know people better, and I really like sitting down with someone and kind of, getting below the surface with them. And I like to know more of the who they are as opposed to the what do you do, and just know what drives them. And I was thinking about all the different podcasts that we have in Toledo, and I felt like there was a market for this. And so after I met you and got to know you, or really didn't meet you in person, but we just talked on the phone, I could tell that you're a very passionate artist with your field of expertise, and that you're just a cool person in general.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, so I contacted them and we sat down together for coffee, and I explained to Tiernan that this is totally a passion project and no pressure, but I would love to have them involved, and it's just launched this big, beautiful friendship and partnership, and I'm so excited to do this with you and for us to collectively help Toledo as a whole get to know all of these awesome people. We have so many people here in our town that have so many amazing skill sets and passions in a variety of areas, and there are some that people are really familiar with and then some that people aren't, and I'm so excited that we're going to give people a really cool way to get to know these people better.
I think that's the thing that's like so exciting, at least for me, about this is like we know the people, we know the Lexis, we know the Nicoles, we know Big C, we know who they are, but we don't know who they are under the surface.
Exactly.
And we've got one under our belt and it went super well. After getting that under the belt, it makes me even more excited for the next ones to come.
We did it.
Because we got to know who this person was on a deeper, more intimate level, which is definitely the thing that I think is different about Heart of Glass, the
Absolutely.
podcast.
Yes. I agree with you because, in thinking about our very first guest that I sat down with was Corey Coley from the Distant Cousins, and he's one of my very best friends. He's actually my best man in my upcoming wedding. Even still, knowing him on the level that I did, I learned so many new things about him, and I figure, being really close with him, if I learned all these new things about him, not even just about, like what he likes to do and what he's passionate about, what's important to him, but him as a person and how he got to where he is today, that's what excites me about this so much.
Yeah. So something that I wanted to ask you is a little bit about your background in Toledo and what you do around here that makes you, somebody who's as influential as you are, because to me, you have a good following of people that has migrated over to supporting the podcast, like wholeheartedly before we've even released anything yet, and I think that's amazing. So I'd love to hear more about.
Well, thank you. I feel like you have the same thing coming into it though, because you have a following from your own business with all of your creative endeavors with videography and photography. So I kind of feel like by our powers combined, we're bringing our followings over, the people that want to support us. My background is that I kind of like to call myself a Toledo mutt because I'm involved in a few different things, and I grew up in Toledo, and I wasn't born here, but I've lived here since I was 9, and I'm a musician, and so that's my main connection to our greater Toledo scene here, and that's how I got to start to know a lot of these people. So music was kind of like my entrance into that. But by day, I'm a healthcare worker, so I'm kind of just like a mutt with what I do here in Toledo. But my main passions are music and people. I just love people, and I love getting to know people better. And I feel like no matter who we talk to, I'm a firm believer that everybody has a story, and everybody is the way that they are for a reason. I mean, we're all, I've said it before to you, we're all a culmination of our experiences, and you're a product of everything that you've experienced, and both good and bad, right?
Yeah, right.
Same with me. And so I just love learning how people tick, and I love helping people get to know people better, and to see, I think sometimes people are almost put in an unfair light if people see them in one way. So I'm very excited to just expose people to a more well-rounded look at a lot of these people that we love and people that we don't know yet, but we're gonna love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, ultimately, I'm just excited to be doing this with you, and we just wanted to come together and sit down together, and I'm excited because this is your first time in front of the camera.
I know, I'm nervous.
With me.
I was fine until we pressed go, and then I was like, you asked me a question, and I was like, my background, yeah. So me.
I felt the same way too, because I was like, what do I do?
Right. But no, I'm glad that we, got to sit down and talk about who we are and why we're doing this. And,
most definitely.
I do think that this is something that will make a difference in Toledo,
Absolutely.
and I think that it will speak to a lot of people. And like I said, with that first one under our belt, it just makes me more excited for the next ones to come.
Me too. Me too. So our very first episode is going to drop on June 1st on a variety of video streaming platforms. We're going to be doing a lot of exciting promo leading up to it. So please follow us on our Instagram page and our Facebook page. Both are at Heart of Glass, the pod. And we will continue to release our video streaming services as content is released. So please just stick with us. We're so excited to have you along on this journey with us, and we can't wait to introduce you to all of these amazing people who make up the heartbeat of the Glass City.
Tink.